Tonight on a special Etalk. From her social media start
I just fell in love with the fact that people I didn't know were watching it.
to becoming a household name, Lilly Singh is a global superstar.
I'm well aware that someone like me may not have ever gotten to where I've gotten if it wasn't for things like YouTube.
We sit down with this author, creator, actor, and proud Canadian.
My house is still in Celsius. I still operate in kilometers. I still call it Pop Nut Soda. I still rep the Raptors, ride or die.
The new gig bringing her back home.
How? How are you getting this question wrong?
Why she's besties with the Biebers.
How does Justin feel about you being Haley's favorite Canadian?
And what she thinks of today's up-and-coming creators.
What
Is there
a
too
question
much?
to end on.
All this and more as Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview.
Well, it's always great to have you back on Etalk, but man, you've got so much going on right now. Last time I spoke to you, it was for the Muppets Mayhem. Now we're talking about Battle of the Generations, an author, a creator. I mean, where do you get all this energy, and can you bottle it up and sell it so I can buy some?
Well, first of all, it's great to be back. I always love talking to you. And everybody's so friendly here, and I love them. You know what? I'm just really excited about everything I got going on. So it doesn't feel necessarily exhausting to me. I'm just always hyped every morning to be like, I get to talk about so much fun stuff.
And I think that's what's so cool about you. Like, you're big time. You're a massive international superstar. Like, you don't have to come home and do this stuff anymore.
But I want
But
to.
you still love Canada, and you still are so proud to be Canadian. And I think that's what makes you so cool.
Let me break this down for you. So when I'm in, because I live in LA, and when I'm doing any event and there's a teleprompter, they absolutely have to spell words with a U in it. I don't care if no one else can see it. I just need to prove a point where I'm like, I need every favorite, every honor, I need everything to have a U.
Every neighbor.
My house is still in Celsius. I still operate in kilometers. I still call it Pop Nut Soda. I still rep the Raptors, ride or die. I will never, ever support another team. I'll be like, sometimes I go to the games and they're like, do you want a free jersey for Golden State Lakers? I'm like, absolutely not, because I will only be repping the Raptors. I'm so ride or die Canadian. And no one needs to at me on this. I'm trying to do everything Canadian.
You're so riled up right now. I feel fired up.
Because when I live in LA and I wear the Raptors jersey, people look at me a certain way. And when I say words a certain way, they look at me and I'm like, no, it's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
It's you. Canada for
problem.
life, baby.
Yeah.
Donut holes, get a Timbits. Don't at me on this. Don't at me on this.
Also, Donut Holes is the worst name.
It's horrible.
Come up with a better name.
Hole means emptiness. Why would you pay for that? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'm heated. I'm sweating.
Repping Canada no matter where she is, Lilly is a homegrown star that has garnered international success and fame. And she's bringing her special skills home for an epic new game show.
You've got a big gig coming up, Battle of the Generations. What can you tell us about this new show coming to CTV?
Yes, it is one of my favorite things I've ever done. It is a Gen Z contestant, millennial, Gen X, and a boomer, all facing off in a trivia showdown. It is so much fun. I really feel like there's nothing like it on TV.
It's time for a showdown, a lowdown, extreme trivia hoedown.
Battle of the Generations looked like a blast.
The best time.
But I want to know, like, when people tune in, I mean, what are they in for? Do we see full-blown intergenerational warfare happen up on that stage?
I'm so glad you asked, because it is the best form of not only entertainment, but low-key like therapy for that reason. It is a contestant from every generation. So you have a Gen Zer, a millennial, a Gen Xer, and a boomer, and they're all facing off in a pop culture trivia showdown. And ultimately, once they beat their opponents, one person faces off against the vault for their chance to win $25,000. But it is such a good time because every generation walks onto that set believing they are the best. And every person at home believes their generation is the best. And it really is just the intergenerational drama is just chef's kiss.
Yeah, the confidence
that
absolutely. The contestants have when they walk in. And like everyone does really believe that their generation is the best, which makes for great television.
Yes. Not only that, but when I tell people about the show, every person I tell is like, oh, well, that's a no-brainer. Obviously, generation blank is going to win. And I'm like, why do you say that? And everyone has a gang of reasons because of this social media, it's because of this year, it's because of this. And they're always wrong. Like, it's so hard to predict who's going to win.
You think this moment you're about to be a meme?
I feel like I might.
I'm going to make the meme. Okay,
Yes.
Brandon's going to make the meme. He's going to text his friends a meme of you.
What generation are you part of? And have you like switched allegiances? Like, is there one generation you're kind of vibing with more now?
Okay, so I'm a proud millennial. Shout out to millennials.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a proud millennial. Sometimes, I'm gonna say this without dropping any names or any spoilers, sometimes I'm very proud of the millennial contestant, and other times I'm like, how how are you getting this question wrong? If I had to, here's the thing. It is really up to my respect for the other generations. I will say boomers, I can see that. They have a gang of wisdom. Every boomer that comes on the show is like, just here to have a great time. My grandson told me to come out. I'm just here to have a good time. Don't care about winning, you know? Because they have like a savings account. They own a home. Gen Z's out here just like, I'm gonna win $25,000 and I'm gonna go on a world tour, pay off all my debts, give to charity, buy a new house. I'm like, how much do you think $25,000 is? So there's a lot of delusion. If I had to pick though, I have to say my respect for Gen Z has definitely gone up. I think Gen Z gets a tough time because people think that they're obsessed with their phones, which they kind of are, but they actually have such a vast amount of knowledge because of how much information they get on a daily basis. So they earn my respect. I gotta say, I'm still a proud millennial.
Yeah.
Though, you know?
I mean, you kind of alluded to this, but I imagine there were many, how do you not know this moments.
Yes. So many of them.
Do you all know the Carlton? On the count of 3, I'm gonna need you to do that. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. Let me see it. Gen Z, did you say what is that? Hold on a second. 1 second. Did you just say what is the Carlton?
I think I've seen like a GIF of it online.
Oh
of, like,
my God.
doing something fun like that.
OMG.
Well, sometimes it's for me looking at a contestant, but then sometimes it's me looking at me. Because there are some questions that every contestant seems to know the answer to, and I'm like, I don't know the answer, because this is the thing, I don't know the answers. I am playing right along with the contestants. I do not know the answer, so I'm equally as shocked sometimes. No spoilers. But sometimes there's a question where they're all like, duh, this is so easy, and I'm like, totally.
You're like, yeah,
and I definitely don't know the answer.
What's something you learned from doing this show that surprised you?
That's a really good question. I think what surprised me is, I mean, I kind of knew this already, but it really solidified it for me, is that it is very therapeutic. When you do anything intergenerational, you realize that every generation believes their music is the best.
Yeah.
Their TV, boomers if you had TV at that time, is the best. And it kind of, I think the reason we're so passionate about the time we're born is because it's how we see ourselves.
Yeah.
We like understand ourselves through this framework of like, I was born here, this is what the culture was. And so any other decade or any other time period, they're wrong because they have different beliefs. And it's just been very therapeutic to be like, oh my goodness, all these fights I've ever had with my parents, it's not just us. It's like across the board.
You just saved so much money on therapy.
That's what I'm saying. Not only is it entertaining, it will save money on therapy. Battle of Generations, y'all. Mondays, 9 p.m. Cancel your therapy sessions. Don't really do that, but just, you know.
No, we love therapy.
We
really
love
therapy.
But this is like an add-on to therapy.
It's bonus. It's cherry on top.
Bonus.
If you ask us, Lilly is a perfect fit for a generational battle. She's got a lot of experience. Look no further than her famous YouTube content that definitely took note of generational differences.
Find the one that looks like a movie scene, like what a director would use. It's very colorful. It's called Final Cut.
Okay.
iTunes? No, it's called Final Cut.
Okay. Google Chrome?
Final Cut!
Oh, okay, yeah, I see this one. Okay, Final Cut, okay. It's like movie clapping director 1, 2.
Yes, good. Click that.
One click or double click?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I clicked twice.
Okay, great.
Battle of the Generations isn't the only project that's bringing Lilly back home. She's also a mainstay helping guide future stars from the judges' chair on Canada's Got Talent.
The entire country is here cheering on the talent, the energy. I feel like I'm sitting in an energy drink. It's amazing.
I also love that you're a part of Canada's Got Talent.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you're Canadian.
I'm
We're a
trying
Canadian
to do
show.
all the Canadian
yeah.
things. I'm trying to do every Canadian thing. I love Canada so much.
And there's so much talent. And like that's what I love about that show is it's like, hey everybody, Canadians are pretty talented.
Absolutely, yes. Because sometimes, I'm just gonna say this how it needs to be said, sometimes people sleep on Canada a little bit. You know? They question the talent, they question what's going on here, and I want to make it abundantly clear, not just a plug, Canada does have talent. Canada has like so much diverse talent. There's so many great ideas, there's so many great shows. Battle of the Generations, we have great contestants, we just have great energy, and people need to stop sleeping on Canada.
Yes, Lilly is Canadian through and through, part of a wave of Canadian celebrities dominating the global star scene. And she's made some international super famous friends along the way, like Zendaya, The Rock, Amy Schumer, and more.
I've got to collaborate with some really cool people, from Selena Gomez to Dwayne Johnson, all the people that I look up to, and so those moments are kind of like, oh, this could go somewhere. These people like are my friends.
The list goes on, and it even includes an honorary Canadian, Hailey Bieber.
Everyone go follow
my new friend at Lilly.
Because she is my new favorite Canadian.
Because she is my new favorite Canadian.
How does Justin feel about you being Haley's favorite Canadian? Because that, to me, feels like you're the new favorite.
Sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just gotta accept the facts. And I just feel like I mean, she even said it on her story. She said Lily's my new favorite Canadian. So Justin, like I'm a big supporter of other Canadians, and I'm so happy about Tim Biebs and all the other stuff, but he takes the L on this because I'm now Haley's favorite, and I'm sorry.
Heart. The red one.
2 red hearts.
Thank you.
Is that it?
The red one is serious. The other colors are garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it?
I want you to spell favorite the Canadian way, please.
With the U?
Yep.
You.
Yep.
I mean, she said it.
She said it.
She said, I'm actually just reporting the news by bringing it up.
This is not even, this is not fiction, this is basically a documentary. What's happening right now is this is a documentary about this. This is what it is.
She's someone who I think is so rad. She is nice as she seems. She seems like someone who's just like
She was super
so
nice.
wholesome.
She was super nice. She was super nice. I had a great, lovely time. We made some grilled cheeses. It was amazing. And she was lovely.
Coming up after the break, from her humble beginnings in Canada to worldwide stardom, how Lilly is owning the spotlight today.
I feel like shout outs to all the brown girls in Toronto. Also.
Yeah,
shout outs to all the brown girls in
Shout
Toronto.
out to the brown girls in
Toronto is so
Toronto.
diverse, has a lot of people that look like us. Shout outs to all of you.
All of you.
We hope we can make you proud.
Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview.
Well, the ultimate goal, above all, is happiness. But in terms of career goals, I would love to get into film and TV. That really excites me.
Lilly is a woman of many, many talents. And those talents have taken her from the small screen to the big screen and even the coveted New York Times bestseller list. She does it all.
I feel like shout outs to all the brown girls in Toronto. Also.
Yeah,
shout outs to all the brown girls in
Shout out
Toronto.
to the brown girls in
Toronto is so
Toronto.
diverse, has a lot of people that look like us. Shout outs to all of you.
All of you.
We hope we can make you proud.
Lilly leapt from YouTube to movies to finding herself flexing her acting muscles for Tinseltown in films like The Bad Guys and Bad Moms, to name a few.
I think it's just getting to do a project like this. Like, this is a really cool project. I'm a huge fan of all the ladies in it, and I am living my best life right now.
And she's also a star on the small screen as she joins the legendary world of The Muppets with their new show, The Muppets Mayhem, where she stars as Nora, who tries to help the band create their new album.
Nora's such a planner, and she has a certain vision of how things should go, and she has a step plan that everyone should follow, and the Mayhem is just not like that. You know, the Electric Mayhem is all over the place. They're wild. They're not trying to follow any rules, and so I think for her the challenge is like learning how to let go and realizing you can still succeed, still create great memories, and still achieve your goals if you just kind of loosen up a little bit. So honestly, she's me in real life.
From streaming to late night, Lilly has all corners of TV covered.
Thank you so much for being here. And welcome to the first episode of A Little Late with Lilly Singh.
A Little Late with Lilly Singh aired for 2 seasons as Lilly became the first openly bisexual person, as well as the first person of Indian and South Asian descent to host an American broadcast major network late-night talk show. Her show was even recognized by GLAAD, as they honored her with the Outstanding Variety or Talk Show episode, where she chose to talk openly about her sexuality.
Something you've always been so proud of is just owning who you are, taking up space. And so what advice do you have for someone who might be struggling to be proud in who they are and just literally living life as their most authentic self?
This is a very different answer than I probably would have given like 3 years ago. I think it can be really scary to be in the closet, it can be really scary to come out, and that's all valid. And I'm really happy that I'm right now in a space where I can crack jokes, I can poke fun of myself, I can kind of step out of the fear into more celebratory space. Yes, it sucks that there's so much hate, we should definitely fight against it, but also like we deserve to step back and be like, this is also just hilarious, because it just helps us remember that there can be joy as well.
Yeah.
We're part of a fight, but we're not just fighters. We get to also step into joy and humor as well.
You get to celebrate, you get to live life.
That's right.
Later in the show,
Did AI make these questions? Is that the idea? That's why they're so messed up.
Etalk's AI puts Lilly on the spot with some tough questions. Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview continues right after the break. Welcome back to Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview.
What's cooking good looking? It's your girl Superwoman. Now wait, you might be wondering, what happened to Lily? She used to be so nice, gori, chitti, like a dog. Nice hair. What is this bakwas? Aglagia. Satyanas. Some people say I look like Sean Paul. Some people say I look like Lil Wayne. Young Moolah, baby.
I just fell in love with the fact that people I didn't know were watching it. Like it was going beyond my circle of friends. And so a month later I made another one, then I made another one, and eventually, somewhere along the line I said, you know what, I'm gonna make 2 videos a week and try to make this a thing. 5 years later, fast forward, I'm at YouTube Fan Fest Toronto with 5.6 million subscribers and having had some of the best, most out of this world experiences and met some awesome people because of YouTube.
Back in 2015, Lilly has viewers in the millions. And when she stops by Etalk, it's clear this girl was on her way to being a household name.
I started my channel in 2010. Randomly, spontaneously, I uploaded a video. It wasn't anything like what I do now. It was very serious spoken word piece that's not even on YouTube anymore because it was so awkward to watch, and I took that down. But the main reason I actually made the video is because I just bought a new blazer and it was really nice, and I'm like, I need to show off this blazer right now. That's the main reason.
So it starts with a blazer, and by 2017, she's ranked 10th on the Forbes list of the world's highest paid YouTube stars, earning a reported $10.5 million. She currently boasts over 14.5 million subscribers and in excess of 3 billion video views.
Probably the best feeling ever. It's something special being in your hometown, getting the support you get. It's almost like an emotional investment I have, so I'm like really shocked. I'm like, no one's gonna know me here. They see me at the mall all the time, but this is really overwhelming. So I can't wait to see. I'm holding back the tears. It's overwhelming.
And it was this worldwide love for her content that spawned a world tour. Lilly hit the road with a trip to Unicorn Island, taking her characters and content from YouTube to the stage.
I mean, as a YouTuber, when you're looking at the screen, you see all these comments and you see these stats and these thumbs up and these views, they start to look like a number after a while, just a number. And that's why I love performing live, because when you're in a theater or when you're traveling, you see the people firsthand. That makes a lot more sense to me than numbers. So all the success that I've gotten on YouTube, I'm so super grateful for, but I mean, performing live and seeing those numbers in person is where it's really at. I think the greatest thing so far is that I've performed live many times in my life. I mean, I've done a stand-up act, or I've hosted a little bit, or I've been a feature act, but I've never controlled a show from beginning to end. And so it's the first time in my life that I get to say, I'm gonna tell you a story. Right from the moment you see an advertisement about my tour until the moment you leave, I get to control what that message is, and that really excites me, because for the first time, I get to tell a story that I'm really, really passionate about.
Still to come, Lilly goes toe-to-toe with some truly random AI inquiries.
I'm gonna have to go with Seth Rogen. I just feel like Seth Rogen playing me, like, he would nail it, and it would be so unexpected in the best way possible.
As Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview continues. Welcome back to Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview.
We asked an AI chatbot to write 10 questions for Lilly Singh. This is the Etalk AI interview. If you were to start a secret society, what would be its motto and initiation ritual?
I think the motto would be, bring snacks.
Let me get my snack.
Initiation ritual. This is a really random answer, but all I know is that when I got really close to my friends in high school, this is gonna be way too TMI, we helped each other wax our backs.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
So I'm gonna say that you let other people wax your back. Just one strip, not the whole back, just one strip, so that you have a very evident section of no hair, surrounded by hair.
Wow!
If you were to make a funny video about your life, which actor or actress would you choose to play you?
I either go the route where it's like the person looks like me, so I could get away with. I could go with like a Liza Koshy, a Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, Amrit Kaur. I could go that direction. But I feel like the unexpected route is kind of where I want to go. I'm gonna have to go with Seth Rogen. I just feel like Seth Rogen playing me, like he would nail it, and it would be so unexpected in the best way possible.
If you woke up one day and found out you've turned into Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Okay, I'm gonna keep this PG. I'm gonna keep this PG-13. I don't know, lift a car? Like, no, real talk, the first thing I would do is probably call up my one of 7 chefs on my platinum phone and be like, I want a cheat day. Have you ever seen Dwayne's cheat days?
The Rock is cooking.
He has like 50 pancakes and like 17 pieces of French toast because it wouldn't matter. I'm so fit to begin with. A lot of my answers are about carbs, but that's where I'm going with this.
If you were the queen of a small island nation, what funny law would you implement?
You know when you're in traffic and you're like, I'm in a rush and this person needs to know why I'm in a rush, because what if my reason for being in a rush is more important than their reason? What if I'm heading to a job interview and you're heading to like get McDonald's breakfast? I feel like one should outweigh the other. Football head! I just feel like it would eliminate road rage. Did AI make these questions? Is that the idea? Yeah. That's why they're so messed up. Yeah. Oh, I see. That's why the questions are so messed up. Okay, good.
Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Etalk presents the Lilly Singh interview.
What up, everyone? It's your girl, Superwoman, and today is Lilly. Mom, I'm making a video. Can't you knock?
What is Lily's assessment of the creator landscape today?
What
is there
a
too
question
much
to end on? Just like we're gonna talk about grilled cheese, and I'm gonna end on what is your TED Talk on the creator landscape?
I mean, listen, is there too much? Is there not enough?
No.
Have we reached a happy middle?
I love creators, period, full stop. I think the beauty of the internet, and especially YouTube being such a pioneer, is that it has eliminated a lot of gatekeepers. You know, I'm well aware that someone like me may not have ever gotten to where I've gotten if it wasn't for things like YouTube. Algorithms have gotten us so used to being like, let everything be curated to me and my interests. Real life and people are not like that.
Oh, Lilly Singh, everybody. Oh,
thank you so
like
much
pretending
for
like
having
I have a live audience.
Thank you so much for having me. You're so good.